Here we go. Shh. Properties of exponents. Okay. This one looks like it's going to involve the power rule, the negative power rule, the quotient rule, and the product rule is what it looks like it's going to involve. Zero is not there, so the zero power rule is not going to show up. And so the first thing we got to do is what's inside, we're going to do the product rule first right here. And so to do so, no product needed on the top. Not messing with the power at all yet. And so we have product rule in the denominator. And so do I have any other numbers? Yes. So what does 2 and 4 become? 2 times 4 is 8. There it is. Okay. 2 times 4 is 8. And so now about the x's. Here's an x and there's an x. Negative 1 plus 2 is 1. So that's x to the power of 1. Now my negatives took care of itself. The y's have nothing to multiply to, and so there it is. Okay? Now, we are going to raise everything to the power of negative 2. And here's where most of you probably made a mistake. You didn't do it to the denominator as well. When it's a parenthesis around the whole thing, it's got to go to every piece in there. Okay? And so what's going to happen is that becomes 3 to the negative 2 power. That becomes x to the negative 4 power. That becomes y to the negative 4 power. And that becomes 8 to the negative 2 power, becomes x to the negative 2 power, becomes y to the negative 2 power. Okay? That's what our negative power rule does. And when we do power rule, we multiply the exponents. And so now, once again, I'll deal with these numbers at the end. We're going to concentrate on the quotient rule, dealing with these numbers right here. And so with that, negative 4 minus negative 2. Negative 4 minus a negative 2. What is it? Negative 2. Okay, so my 3 to the negative 2 is going to stay. And my 8 to the negative 2 is going to stay. And this is going to become x to the negative 2. My y's. So what now? Negative 2. Okay. And on the bottom, now here's what I want you to know. Right here with my negative exponents, this is a negative to everything. Do you agree with that? Yeah. So what happens to a negative power? What does it do to things? It makes it positive. No. What happens to the negative power? What does it do to the fraction? It's going to flip it, right? Right here. If I had x to the negative 2, what does that become? 1 over x squared, right? So what does that do, you think, into the entire fraction inside here? It's going to flip it. So now these numbers that we have right here, where are they going to end up? They're going to end up on the top, correct? And these numbers that we have right here, they're going to end up on the bottom. So really what we have right here, because that negative flipped the entire fraction, is I'm going to have 3 squared. Okay, this is going to be x to the negative 2 will be down there, and it's going to flip to the top in just a minute. And then this 8 is going to be 8 squared, because it should have flipped the fraction at the very start. So what is this negative 2 going to do? What is this x to the negative 2 going to do? It's going to go positive by going to the top. So this is going to become x squared up top. What's the y going to do? Go to the top and be positive. Okay, and and then we have 3 squared in the bottom, and now I can take care of my numbers. My numbers become what? 64 x squared y squared all over, what's 3 squared? 9.